Welcome to the Tipsy Guest Podcast. I am your host, Marco Buenrostro, and every week I'm here with the top industry experts, amazing clients, and all my vendor BFFs to bring you the best tips, advice, and juicy behind-the-scenes stories to make wedding and event planning a breeze. So grab your favorite drink and let's get this party started! Hi guys, welcome back to the Tipsy Guest. I am Marco, your host. And today we're going to be talking about tanning. I mean, you want to make sure that you look fabulous on your big day. And today we want to welcome Shawna Jackson back for all things tanning. So, welcome back, girl.
Thank you so much for having me back.
Of course, we had so much fun last time, and I feel like we didn't even have enough time to discuss everything.
No, we didn't.
All right, so last time we talked about wedding invitations, RSVPs, all like the formal stuff of, weddings. Today we're going to talk about something cool, something fun, and something that's needed. So talk to me about your tanning company. What's the name of the company? I know I'm going to mess it up, so I'm going to let you say it.
It's a little bit of a tongue twister. It's called Tans 2U. So Tans, the number 2, then U, because I'm a mobile spray tanning company. I do have a home studio as well, so you can come to me, but I prefer going to you.
All right, and then I know they gave you a nickname. What is that nickname that I've heard people talk about?
They have called me the Bridal Bronzer. That's actually how I got into spray tanning, was because I needed to, my brides needed a spray tan, or my brides just needed a little bit of glow and color to them. And honestly, I was like, I'm going to go get certified.
I love that. How long have you been doing the tanning?
Been doing tanning now for 3 years.
Dang, nice. Okay, so I guess you're in Central Texas. How popular is tanning?
Honestly, it's pretty popular. I mean, I get everyone from every ethnicity and every gender. Everyone needs a tan, honestly. I think a tan just makes anyone feel better.
Okay, I've never done it. I guess I'm somewhat dark. But
oh, we can schedule you an appointment.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, I'm intrigued. Like, I've never done it. So what is the process of I guess, coming to you or you going to them? How does it work? How long is the session? And I want to hear it all.
Perfect. So honestly, I can either go to you or you come to me. But when you schedule an appointment, I kind of give you a list of prep. The main thing with your spray tan is prep. That's exfoliation. That is properly washing yourself. That is making sure you do not have any deodorant or perfumes on. Deodorant, perfumes, and lotion, those will all discolor your spray tan. So a lot of it is prep. That is what will help your spray tan last the longest. And for aftercare, a lot of it is hydration. People don't understand that. I know water cures almost everything, but keeping yourself hydrated, you want to keep your skin hydrated. So after your spray tan, after you do the initial rinse, keep your skin moisturized. Do just a basic non-scented lotion that, honestly, if it has cocoa butter, even better. And then keep yourself hydrated. Lots of water. The more dry your skin is, the more, obviously, your tan's going to flake off.
Okay. And then obviously for a wedding, let me ask you this. Do they need to come to like a certain amount of sessions, or is it just like a one-time thing? How does that work?
So I am a firm believer of spray, don't lay. So do not lay in those beds. Do not lay underneath the sun. That's how you get skin cancer. Spray tanning helps prevent that. So honestly, with spray tanning, it's just a one session type of thing. Obviously, if you're prepping for your big day, I always recommend a trial session. So do that trial session, honestly, anytime before your big day. I would say at least 3 to 4 weeks beforehand, just to make sure that your trial rinses off properly and scrubs off properly. But about 3 to 4 days before your big day is when you can actually get your wedding tan. But do a trial run beforehand. Do one before your bachelorette party. Do one before your bridal shower. And I have so many grooms that come also before their bachelor party to come get a spray tan, especially if their bachelor party's in Mexico or Miami.
I was going to ask that. So I guess you do see, guys doing it. I feel like sometimes guys feel like it's too, they're like, no, I don't want to do that. But how popular is it with guys?
It's actually getting pretty popular, especially for the grooms. Uh-huh. They have this beautiful bride, and she's glowing, and she looks great, and we all laugh because how long does it take a groom to get ready for a wedding?
Yeah.
20 minutes. They show up and they put on a tux and they go to the altar.
Pretty much, yeah.
So a lot of these grooms, and I love how I guess more men are becoming like, like they want to take care of themselves. And especially for the big day, they want to look good on the big day. It's not just about the bride. I mean, yes, it is, but but they want to look good too. They want to be noticed in the picture. So a lot of them, they come and get just a light spray tan, light glow. You're not going to look orange. You're not going to look any type of weird color. You're not going to look splotchy. Spray tans have evolved so much over the last, I would say, decade that everything is more violet and olive undertone. So we match the color with your undertone. So that way you have a good, nice bronze. It's no orange. There's no like heavy brown in there. There's no heavy chemicals. It's just a nice glow. That's what most people want on their wedding day, is just to, be able to stand out, look a little bit better.
Yeah, I love that. And then I guess, so what type, I'm assuming there's different types of I guess, like, I don't even know what the word is, like materials or...
Formula?
Yes, like depending on the skin type. Or, I mean, some people might be allergic to certain things. How would you handle something like that?
So I obviously have to have all my people that come to get a spray tan sign a disclaimer because I cannot tell if I'm not a doctor. So you might be allergic to something and you might not even know it. Mm-hmm. So everyone does have to sign a disclaimer, but I don't think any of my clients have ever had an allergic reaction to any of mine. Mine are more organic based formulas. And then I like to custom match the formula to your skin color. Obviously, if you're more pale and everything, you do not want to be scared with a drastic tan change. I mean, we do not want to look like a bodybuilder right off the bat. Yeah. So I try not to scare people like that. So if for the more pale girls, I give them more of a glow. Obviously, as you have more different skin tones, I kind of just base it off of that. Obviously, I do have a lot of brides that were like, "Oh, make me as dark as possible." I'm like how dark? They're like, "Just came back from Jamaica dark." I'm like, "Oh, I got you, girl." I was like, because everyone always laughs. They're like, what is it? What is that saying about being tan? Like, tan fat looks better than skinny fat or something like that.
There you go.
Than pale fat. There you go. Tan fat looks better than pale fat.
Have you ever had, and I guess like not necessarily a horror story, and not necessarily within your company, but just in general, like what are some of the horror stories that you've heard out there, from tanning right before a wedding?
Oh, I've had girls come in the morning of, and that's a big no-no. Do not come the morning of your wedding, or even if you're a bridesmaid, do not come the morning of the wedding and try to get a spray tan. One, you're not going to have time for it to properly set. Yes, there are things called rapid tans that can set within an hour and stuff like that, but you're not going to get the full effect. I honestly recommend always sleeping at a spray tan. That is one thing I love to do. I'm open late, so I love to take my last minute 9 p.m. clients. They come in, they get a spray tan, and they sleep in it, and they rinse off the morning. Why? Because it gives your skin more time to absorb the DHA.
Oh, okay. And when you do weddings, do you offer any type of like say bridal party packages, or how expensive is it? How affordable is it? Talk to me about prices.
Oh, that is my favorite thing to do are spray tan parties.
Okay.
So whether you're getting all your girls together before the bachelorette party or all the guys together before the bachelor party, or you want all your girls together before the wedding day or anything like that, you pick a location. You can either come to me or I can go to you. Obviously, more people like me to go to you. Obviously, that's why I'm a mobile spray tanner. We set up in your house. Most of the time, we have like the maid of honor. She goes and gets champagne, like some little hors d'oeuvres and everything. Everyone has matching robes. It's so cute. And then one by one, I just call the girls to the back, and it takes about 10 minutes tops to spray tan per person. So in the back, I get them all prepped and everything. I spray tan them, dry them off, make sure that they have their setting powder on. And then next girl will come in, and then at the time, they're just having girl time. They are enjoying it. They are having champagne and everything. Usually, like I said, I recommend about 3 to 4 days before the big wedding. And then if you're going on a bachelorette party, depending where the bachelorette party is, if you're going to Nashville where there's not like sand or anything like that, you could probably do about like 2 days before you go. If you're going to somewhere, 3 days before you go. If you're going somewhere where like there's more sand, because sand is an exfoliant, I would recommend going about 2 days before you go.
Okay. And then how much space do you need for your mobile setup? Can it be done at an apartment? Does it have to be like I don't know, like an office space? How compact or big is your setup?
It is pretty compact. I honestly maybe need a 5x5 space. Put me in the bathtub or anything. Like, it is very good. It's very convenient, very pop up. Everything with me fits in my little rolling case, and then I have my tent that just goes over my shoulder. It folds up very easily. And then honestly, you can have your mobile spray tan party as little as just yourself. Or I can honestly get up to like 25 girls. I think I've had a cheer team, and
Oh, wow.
so a lot of these little girls love to do the spray tans before their cheer comps.
I like that.
So I've done a cheer competition with 25 girls on there. So it all depends on how many people you want there, and I could accommodate pretty much everyone.
I like. I am definitely gonna set up an appointment. I wanna experience this.
Oh, I got you. I'll bring it right here.
Right. We should do like a podcast and tanning session.
Oh, I love that.
And maybe even like, I don't know, like a live Insta story or something. But what are your thoughts? I mean, I don't even know if this is a thing, but I'm sure. I mean, anything can be DIY. But what are your thoughts on DIY tanning?
It can be done.
Okay.
Obviously, a lot of people think spray tans. They think the infamous Friends episode where Chandler, no, it's not Chandler, it's Ross that gets in the spray tanning booth and he accidentally sprays himself double. That is an automated spray tan, so do not trust an automated spray tan. When you want to spray tan yourself, it's hard to get your back, it's hard to get the front. Like, you honestly just go with somebody that's professional, somebody that takes their time to, get the crevices and all that stuff, someone that can blend you out, especially if you have one of those, like a sports bra tan line or a bikini tan line and you're wearing like a strapless gown for your wedding. We can be able to blend that out and make you look good.
All right. And then when it comes to the actual, the wedding dress, for example, I mean, it's white. How is the can that what do you call it? I mean, not the tan, but I guess like the spray. I guess, is that what you use? Is that what?
Can it transfer over?
Yeah, can it transfer over to the dress?
It does. It can if you don't properly exfoliate beforehand, and it depends if you're a big sweater. Here in South Texas, obviously, we get a lot of sweaty outside weddings, but honestly, if you get your spray tan and you exfoliate and prep right beforehand and you wear proper deodorant, I've actually had brides that will hairspray their armpits because that actually stops you from sweating.
Really?
That's what I've heard. What? I've never done it before. Maybe I'll do like a little tester.
I would try that.
We'll hairspray our armpits and see if it works.
I feel like it would burn.
Yeah, that's how I feel like too.
Like that Old Spice? I mean, when I was little, well, not little, but I guess like back in my high school, like, I don't know, middle school years, my brother used to use the Old Spice deodorant, and one time I was like, you know what, let me try it. Oh my God, I feel like I can still feel the burn. That was such a horrible thing.
That and Axe.
I never even looked at that thing again. I feel like that's how hairspray is gonna feel like.
I think you just feel really sticky too, but I have brides that will swear by it. I mean, I guess that's an old professional dancer hack and everything, or professional pageant hack.
Interesting.
So they'll spray tan that.
I sweat a lot. Like, it's disgusting. But yes, even if I'm indoors in AC, like, I'm always sweating. I don't know. It's ridiculous. I've right now that you mentioned that the hairspray, I've heard about the whole Botox. That you can do Botox on your armpits and it helps. I don't think I would want to do that, but I've heard stories about that too.
I mean, give me Botox in my forehead, not my armpit.
I guess I need to start doing now. I guess now that I'm getting older, I need to start doing all kinds of things. I've never done Botox either.
How do you look so good?
Girl,
all you need is a spray tan.
Just water. Drink a lot of water. That's what I do. No, but seriously, I think this is such a cool thing because, I mean, I feel like in modern times, now I feel like there's so many different things that you can do to enhance your wedding experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like tanning is a great one. Honestly, this is a great idea. And honestly, I don't think I've seen I haven't seen a lot of vendors out there doing this. So I am glad that you're here talking about this and making it making our listeners aware that this is a thing.
It is a big thing, especially because I would say a good trend right now for photography is light and airy. So you get this beautiful blonde girl with pale skin in a white dress, and she's wanting light and airy photos. What's going to happen? She's going to blend into the photos.
Yeah.
So that's actually why I got into spray tanning, is because a lot of these times, these brides, I was like, sweetheart, you are gorgeous, you are beautiful, but when these photos come out, you're just going to wash out into the photos. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, you're wanting light and airy, and light and airy is a beautiful setting for photos. But if you have a little bit of color on your skin, you're gonna pop out a little more in the photos. You're not gonna blend out with your dress and your bright blonde hair.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good tips that we're getting today here at the Tipsy Guest.
And then, go ahead.
No, go.
Oh, and then honestly, a spray tan also just enhances things too. It's gonna enhance your jawline. It's gonna enhance your neck bones. It's just gonna bring out the best pieces that a camera is definitely gonna capture, and it's gonna make you look so much better in a photo.
Do you think? I guess because we have different wedding seasons. Of course, we have spring, we have fall, we have winter weddings. Do you think it would look weird, for a winter wedding, if you show up all tanned? Is there a higher season for you? I guess, how does that work?
Honestly, it's all year round, especially winters. Winter weddings are when I'm the busiest because no one can go outside and get their natural tan. Mm-hmm. But there's different settings I would use and different formulas for more of a winter wedding. I would just give someone just more of a nice bronzy glow instead of a darker bronze. A nice, more bronzier glow is just going to make them look a little, stand out a little bit more, a little bit more glowy. It looks better with makeup, looks better in photos, but you don't look out of place, like you just went to the beach. You're just going to look a little more like yourself, if that makes sense, not washed out.
Okay. I like it. You're here. You're not even here to sell me anything, but I am sold on everything that you're telling me. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be scheduling my appointment. Which reminds me, let our listeners know where can they find you on social media, at a website. How can they see photos of previous brides, and tell me everything about that.
All right, just look me up on Instagram. It is tans, the number 2, U_ by Shawna. SHAWNA, in case anyone needs to know how to spell that. You can book directly through my Instagram. There's a book now link. I have a whole bunch of photos of brides and a bunch of photos of a lot of my girls. I need to get some more photos of men. Men do not like to take photos after their tans.
I volunteer.
I love you.
We'll be scheduling this right after this session.
And then actually, I would love to give all your listeners, if they went ahead and booked a tan with me, they can get 50% off their first tan.
Ooh, all right. So we'll make sure to add that to the show notes so that you guys know who and where to find her. But okay, so another question is how I guess, of course, first they have to inquire, they reach out to you. But how do they book you? Do they have to pay everything in advance? Do they pay a deposit? How is that?
So no paying deposits or anything, no booking anything in advance. Honestly, when you book me, you do put your credit card on file that just holds your appointment. That is for obviously my no-shows or people that cancel within the 5 minutes. There is a no-show fee. But honestly, you don't pay anything in advance. You pay everything afterwards because I want to see what add-ons you want to add in. I have a bunch of add-ons like collagen. I have vitamins for your skin that you can add into your formula. I have a DHA booster, which kind of helps keep your tan on longer and more, I guess we'd say more prominent. I have a hydration booster. So just add a little bit of hydration to your formula, especially if you're going to the beach. So I love to almost like a consult. So when you come and get your spray tan, I talk to you about where you're going, what you plan on doing, why you're getting a spray tan. Is it just a regular spray tan? You having the spray tan for a wedding, a vacation, or anything like that? I recommend the add-ons. The add-ons are $5 each. Added onto your spray tan. Are you wanting a rapid tan? So do you want to do you have somewhere to go that evening when you need it, your tan done in set fully in an hour? Are you fine sleeping in your tan? Are you wanting a double coat? Some girls like to get double coated. So it just all kind of depends. So I love to have that consult, talk to you, get to know you, and then I charge you at the end, just depending on the add-ons you get and everything.
Okay, I like that. And then let's say, for example, if it's someone that's doing it just, not necessarily for a special occasion, but they just want to do it because they love tanning, but they don't go to the beach or the pool or whatever. how often should it be done if you're just doing it just for fun or, just to look good?
Honestly, if you have proper like exfoliation and skin and you keep yourself hydrated, a tan can last up to 2 weeks. Okay. There are some people that come once a week and they are just, they are, I guess, tan fanatics. They just like the being tanned. You need to make sure your old tan is fully exfoliated off beforehand. So get the dry brush, get a good exfoliant, get good body scrub. Make sure your entire tan from before is exfoliated off, because I cannot tan over another tan, because then that's going to just mess up your new tan.
All right. Great information. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I guess one last question. We've been talking about why you should do it and how it's done and all this cool stuff. But let's say, what would be the complete opposite? So when would you not recommend, for someone to do something like this?
Honestly, I do not recommend getting a tan the day of your wedding. That's pretty much it. You can get tan now if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding. We actually have if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, I have a pH balancer that I will actually spray on you beforehand to kind of help your skin absorb stuff, just because when you're pregnant or breastfeeding, your hormones are crazy. But honestly, I do not recommend getting a spray tan the day of your wedding or the day of a photo shoot. If it's your first time, I always recommend getting a trial beforehand. If you're getting a spray tan for the first time ever, make sure you just don't have any crazy events later on. And I'm not saying that because of that. People get shocked. Like, they're like, oh my gosh, they feel weird being so dark sometimes. And you do not want to just get that initial shock of like, oh my gosh, I'm tan, I feel ugly, which some people do. Because they're just not used to being tan. Yeah. Actually, when I first started tanning, I would always tan all my friends, and they were like, don't make me too dark. And now they're over here like, what's the darkest you have? I love being so tan. I got all my friends addicted, and I feel so bad. I'm like, okay, one of y'all need to learn how to spray tan so you can spray tan me.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, so when you want to do it for you, do you go somewhere? Like do you self-tan? Like, how do you deal with that?
I had the most amazing husband in the world. And I actually trained him on how to spray tan me, and it took a few tries, guys. It took a few tries. He did his best the first time. I would not go out in public after my first spray tan by him.
That's hilarious.
But now he's just a pro and master at it, and it's so funny when I'm like, babe, I need a spray tan. He was like, okay.
He's ready to do it.
I mean, he gets to see me naked. What?
There you go. He gets an incentive for that.
He gets an incentive for spray tanning me.
Oh my goodness. All right, Shawna, I think we are running out of time. Thank you so much for stopping by again. I mean, it's always so fun to talk to you. I feel like we can go on and on and on and on.
Let me know when we're ready for the next time.
I'm sure. We'll do it again for sure. But to our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. I will catch you next week. If you have any recommendations, or if you have a favorite vendor and you haven't heard them here on the podcast, make sure that you let them know to reach out to me, or you reach out to me and let me know, like, hey, I want so-and-so on the podcast, and we'll make sure to contact them. And, every Tuesday we're here with new vendors. We talk about all things weddings. We have fun. We create drama. We talk shit. It's all good talk here on the Tipsy Guest. Thank you, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Tipsy Guest podcast. If you know someone who could benefit from these tips, spread the love and share it with them. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Next round's on us. Same time, same place. Cheers! This podcast is brought to you by MVP Photo Booth, the #1 photo booth rental company in San Antonio, Austin, and Central Texas.